You a demon seed. I saw this right here. Say you a demon seed. This is an update. Remember the story I had them did a while back to where a player, Lil Lala, had them stabbed him to death and stuff like that right there? I think this is the one from in like the garage, and this is out of Florida. My state, stay your ground state, but you go home state, please don't run up. We're in 5 our life state. Well, the teen who had to stab her boyfriend, I think that he was 19 at the time too, and I think that she was 17 or 18 or something like that right there. She shanked him, and she just got sentenced. The family say you are a demon seed. I'm like, damn, call it out. Shout out to a sister who called it out. Here we go.
A teen accused of stabbing and killing her ex-boyfriend. The victim's heartbroken family asking for justice as the defendant herself says she's sorry for what happened. Local 10's Leanne Monahan is live in Miami with the dramatic day in court. Leanne?
Nicole, the victim's family pulled no punches, telling the judge exactly how they felt about the investigation, the charges, and the sentence they'd like to see imposed in this case. The defendant herself was among several people who spoke on her behalf, but watch until the very end of this piece and you'll see exactly what she had to say for herself just moments ago.
It will always be a fact that you are a murderer. You are
for having her real.
A demon seed that your parents brought into this world to bring suffering on everybody else. Shame on them.
Anger and grief laid bare in a Miami courtroom Tuesday as loved ones of 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler begged the judge to sentence his killer, Jahara Malik, to the max.
I'm gonna stand up and honor my son and defend my son. I just wanted to be heard, man. I don't like the way this case was handled.
We just want what my son deserves. His life matters. I do not want to leave here today, Your Honor, feeling like I lost my son all over again.
Malik, now 18 years old, was Lawler's ex-girlfriend. The incident happened back in December of 2024.
Okay, I had the ages wrong. Don't judge me.
She pleaded guilty in March to charges of manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon. Her sentence is left solely up to the judge to decide. The state played surveillance videos in court showing Lawler's final moments after Malik stabbed him in the chest with a pocket knife.
That'll be about having a real.
The sights and sounds so distressing, some left the courtroom.
He went into the third rib on the left side, approximately 1 inch in depth, and hit the heart.
The maximum sentence for Malik would be 30 years in state prison. The state told the judge they're recommending 20 years with 10 years probation. The defense says Malik is remorseful and wants her sentenced as a youthful offender to a boot camp program.
I was wrong for what I did, and every day I sit and think about the damage I caused. The family wants me in prison, but I'm in my own prison for the rest of my life. I wish I could go back and change what happened, but I can't, and that's the worst part. Y'all didn't deserve this pain, and I wish I hadn't been the one to give it to y'all.
Malik saying there she extended an apology to the victim's friends and family. Right now, the judge is hearing final arguments from the state. Then she will hear one last argument from the defense and then make her ruling. As soon as we learn what it is, we'll bring it to you.
I want to be held like as a juvenile. Put me in the program or something. I'm already in my own little prison. What hit you is not in the state prison. We need for you to be in the state prison, baby. County prison, state prison. We don't need for you to be in your own because you're going to be real lenient in your own prison. You in your own mind. You in your own mind. They say because a mind is a prison. Yeah, but damn it, a prison is a prison. Huh? Prison is a prison. When you go to jail, when you go to prison, you have to remove yourself because it's all in the mind. And if you is in jail in your mind, you have been defeated. They be saying fly stuff like that right there, don't it? And shout out baby out for having them goddamn braid. I don't know who had them skint that right there, but boy, skint that shit right there. Now she probably went to one of my people. You know what I'm saying? Now skint that little thing and notice she ain't got that little BS baby hair stuff. Notice that baby ain't got that BS that baby hair stuff. Yeah. Oh, they ain't tell us how much time that she had got. Well, let's see what they say then. Hell,
rewriting your resume.
That one right there was the one. But anyway, I think that they didn't give her the big old edges thing because they wanted her to seem as like she was like really, really young, but now she's older.
With some breaking news, a teenage girl who stabbed her boyfriend to death.
Look, they got her looking real young and shot them out for, girl, you got to wear them glasses because you look real feminine. You don't look like you was hostile or nothing like that right there. It looked like you trustworthy, like you done gave your life to the Lord or something. Yeah. Go ahead, baby.
Has been sentenced to 17 years in prison. The stabbing happened back in 2024 when both she and the victim were just 17. I'm Jim Barry. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter in Miami. He is live in the courtroom where that sentence was handed down just minutes ago. Yvonne.
Jim, no question about the fact that it was a very emotional day. And let's keep in mind that the prosecutors, the state was asking for 20 years in prison for the defendant and 10-year probation. She actually got less. Let's take a listen to the moment when the judge actually read that sentencing.
The court will sentence you to 17 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 5 years of reporting probation. Special condition of that probation, you will have to go a mental health evaluation and abide by the 5 years.
I never understood this right here, and now I'm going to go on and say it. I don't understand you giving me the years, and a part of my punishment is I got to go through a mental health evaluation. What the mental health evaluation gonna do after you gave me the years, though? How is the mental health evaluation supposed to, I guess, help me or something like that? Bitch, you just gave me 17 years. Bitch, my mental health is destroyed, bitch. Do you understand that if, let's say, you would have gave her probation and then checked her mental health would be, like, beautiful. Like, it would be, like, positive, like on the up and up, right? You gave me 17. Hell, you think my mental health diagnostics finna be? You have to go through a mental health training in class. This ain't gonna do this. 17.
So let's remember that it's Giara Malik. She actually she pleaded guilty for manslaughter on stabbing and killing her 17-year-old ex-boyfriend, Jakeem Lolar, football star player. And so today...
You say what caused her to stab him? I think that they was breaking up. I think, if I remember the story, I think that they was separating and dividing. I had told y'all cannot be separated and dividing from the one who love you. And she shanked Buddy. Yes, she did.
We heard the relatives of both the victim and the defendant, and the families of the defendant say that they were asking for some sort of mercy for the girl because she had said that she had repented, whereas the families of the victim were asking for justice to prevail because of the time that they have endured without their loved one. So
she had them repenting. She had them repenting, though, and they was all right, so we're going to cut your little time down from 2017 because you repenting to the Lord.
Let's take a listen to the moment when the defendant, Giara Malik, takes the stand, and after that, we'll hear the victim's father.
I was wrong for what I did, and every day I sit and think about the damage I caused. The family wants me in prison, but I'm in my own prison for the rest of my life.
That's how I had to identify my son, by a picture. And he died with his eyes closed and his mouth open like he was shocked. He was in disbelief. Imagine going through that.
So this crime happened on December 20th of 2024 at an apartment building in Liberty City. Just a few minutes ago, and I don't know if you can see from right behind me, the relatives of both the victim and the defendant, they came up close to microphones and addressed how they feel about this sentencing that was announced today. Evidently, we will have that coming up at 11 p.m. when both families speak of what it meant to have to hear this sentencing today in court. We are live at the Metro Justice Building in Northwest Miami-Dade. Yvonne Taylor, back to you.
Got to be more careful. That baby got 17. Out of here. That baby gonna get out. Listen, 3 hots in the car, good medical. She ain't gonna be able to club, so she ain't gonna be able to have like black and miles and squares and shit and tobacco like in her system. She ain't gonna be able to be on that spirit water like that right there. She gonna get her proper rest. She can exercise if she want to. She can go on and get her nursing degree. She can probably go ahead on and get a little nursing degree. You know what I'm saying? That baby gonna be fine when she get out. She probably just had his, damn it, that was probably her only little boyfriend though. That probably, do y'all, if y'all is facing like murder charges and, damn it, I'm about to go on trial about killing my significant other. I'm about to go on trial. Do you try to smash something before you go to court? Like, because if I go to court and I lose, I'm not coming back outside. You know, so do you try to go ahead on and get you a little bit like weeks before like the trial though? I love the person who I just had them knocked off, but there is a possibility for me, I might be leaving here now. Do I go ahead on and put myself out here to be smashing stuff, like going like strip club and shit, and put like a few dollars on a little something, buying $37.50, you know what I'm saying? I wonder did she link up with like a few, probably a few, well, I was finna say, dudes, I ain't finna mess with the killer. But hell, we like killers too, you know what I'm saying? Well, she killed him. She wouldn't dare kill me. You know what I'm saying? We be thinking like that. But I'm finna go it on and hit. You know, because a player would wanna have that name in the community, like, Shouty who they gave like 17 years. Yeah, I smashed. You know what I'm saying? I smashed before they had even much gave her the sentence though. You know what I'm saying? I tried to put one in her though, you know what I'm saying? But she was blocking her blessings. She ain't get pregnant. You know, crazy out here. But in my mind, I would think that I'm finna try to smash something. But then again, from a woman's point of view, because women don't have no problem with getting that meat, even in jail. They don't have that problem with getting that meat because all they got to do is say, what's that? You know, and a player willing to risk it all. A player risk it all. A player give up his man out here. But that monkey, just hear what it is. Now I'm finna go ahead and take y'all to Chicago. I want y'all to go to Chicago because we got to get into like some stuff that really, really matter. Hold up, swole up. Some stuff that really, really matter. Ooh, she bad body. Real. Jesus. Y'all okay? Oh, no. Before we go there, I've been watching online. I have been watching online. I've been seeing online to where we got this thing out here called the Hanta virus. Hanta virus. A lot of people is thinking about they is gonna shut down the country one more again, and a lot of people is like, well, we can't go through another shutdown. The country's gonna crumble, and I'm just here to tell y'all, no, it ain't. We are resilient. We gonna make it through with whatever the world put us through. We gonna make it through, you know. But people is reassuring people that you're gonna be okay. I just want to tell people, save your goddamn money. Save your money. Stop spending your money. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes in the news and see what's going on. Because if they do say, we can't go outside right now, then we can't go outside right now, y'all. The same way that y'all allowed these people to go ahead on and tell you that you couldn't go outside and go to your kinfolk, to go to your kinfolk funerals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't even look at the bodies. Y'all don't even know if they did. What if they on Epstein Island? What if all y'all kinfolk on Epstein Island? And that's why they probably didn't want to release the documents. Huh? What if they all on Epstein Island? What if you had a choice? Now listen, we going on and knock you off. We can knock you off, and or you can go to this island where we got some really, really young people. Huh? And it's legal in international waters. You know what I'm saying? What if they do that right there? Got all these doggone people around it. Well, anyway, the World Health Organization, and let's go ahead and put up on the screen real quick and get this out.